In this video, we break down the massive expectations surrounding LeBron James and the Philadelphia 76. With Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and Tyrese Maxey, Philly has the talent to compete for a championship immediately. But one brutal warning suggests the Sixers may struggle to even reach 50 wins in the regular season. We'll look at why LeBron's history with new teams could be a major factor and why chemistry may take time.
In one realm of what I was thinking, yes, because every time he leaves somewhere, like, the story starts. I feel like Bron likes a challenge, but he's still a kid, like, at heart. It's like there's a story there. He goes to Philly, they haven't won in what, 40 years?
43.
43 years, they haven't touched the ring. He gave somebody that hadn't seen it in 50. Then he gave the Lakers, recrowned them. It's like he leave franchises, then he come and he make another franchise go. It's like the challenge lies in Philly now, unless he was gonna go. It couldn't go to New York because they just won.
Right.
No story there.
So the fact that he was making $30 million last year and he's only making
50
million last year, he's only making, how much is he making this year?
This year, $4
million. Do you think the rumor, I hear a lot of people say nobody really wanted him. Do you think that's true?
No, I think LeBron is a businessman. I think we all can look at it and say, though it's a luxury to have him, you can't spend that much money on him if you want to make your team good enough to beat who's at the top. You know what I'm saying? People got a pretty combed out team top to bottom, but they got youth. You can't sit here and depend on Bron. I think it was more a youth thing, and LeBron actually saying, if I want to give myself a chance to win, I got 2 years left. I don't need no money. Might as well put the best team together, put the best product together, and I go out with a bang. But he do it within history. He do it within the 2 years that he first come to a franchise. He get a ring within the first 2 years. We'll see if it's true.
It's surreal for me as a Sixers fan. But I always thought the Sixers roster, sort of like what he had with you guys in Cleveland, where like you were the attack dogs. That's what he has now with VJ and Maxey. I never expected Jaylen Brown to be on the Sixers. I just now think about Allen Iverson sitting in the front row, Dr. J sitting in the front row, like, and as you mentioned, 43 years, Philadelphia is waiting to explode. And if he delivers it, this city will ride. Like, they will ride for LeBron.
And that's why it's not going to work, in my opinion. You just said he, right? Tyrese Maxey just worked his ass off to become the man.
Totally.
Jaylen Brunson comes out.
Jaylen Brown.
So Jaylen Brown, whatever his name is. So now for Tyrese Maxey, do you back off or do you say, no, I'm still going to do what I do?
No, because he's still.
Finish.
Oh, go ahead.
Then Bron comes. Now we got Joel Embiid. It's too many egos. So 3 or 4 people are going to have to say, all right, you go.
If I may.
Yes.
Tyrese Maxey is the guy who I think deserves almost all of the credit for LeBron going there, because I've never seen a young guy that the rest of the stars in the NBA respect who he is as a young player. Like, I remember I was at a party with Wade and Chris Paul, and I was like, oh, Tyrese Maxey, I've never met him. And Chris Paul was like, this is the one. Like, he's the kid that gets it. Embiid has already publicly said it's Maxey's team, he's the franchise. So Embiid, this was before all this happened.
That's my point. So
but I think LeBron is at that stage of his career where he's not gonna, like, fight and all this stuff and get ego based in that.
Not about
They're
fight.
trying to win.
Not about fighting. LeBron likes the ball. Likes to touch it.
Do you agree with that?
He gonna agree with it.
I agree to a degree.
He likes the ball.
Yeah, but he also loves making the right pass at the right time.
He does.
That's the thing that's cool about them. It's 48 minutes, and Bron not trying to dominate it for 48 minutes.
Okay, but hold on. If you touch the ball for 6, 7, 8 seconds, Brown's not a catch and go with it.
Who? Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown.
He's a wild card in all this.
Throw Jaylen Brown the basketball with 3.2 on the clock. You'll get a bucket. That's what makes him good.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, if you go look at the tape, Jason Tatum, they ran plays, sets. We're getting him the ball. We're starting the quarter. We're getting him the ball. We're feeding him. And Jason Tatum was actually a better willing passer. He's way more efficient as far as finding the open guy. Jaylen Brown always takes an extra dribble, and then it's too late.
Yeah.
Dr. Sharpe, you make some good points, but may I ask 2 questions?
Yeah.
When was Jaylen Brown's best year?
Last year.
Okay, when he had the ball. Not catch and go. When he has the ball, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds, he goes to work. He's not going to have that. Now he's going to have to catch
that's
and
hard.
do it.
It's hard to say, man, coming off my best year, I got to put my ego down. Yeah. If Bron here,
Exactly.
how easy. Kevin Love was 40 and 20 people. He was 40 and 20. My bad. If I can't.
No, you
You
can.
curse.
All right.
I just,
He was 40 and 20. He was doing stuff. He was out here threatening, thinking that he was you.
I just,
But he ain't like that. It ain't.
Nick
It ain't
Nurse has
sweet.
won it before.
That's what I'm saying. The DNA of what's going on.
Yes.
I get what they doing because it might seem like I read a quote earlier. They were saying it looked like Bron chasing rings. I'm like, no matter where he would have landed, it looked like he chasing a ring. That's how good he is, even at 41. If he joins the team now, y'all cheating. It was gonna be that either way. I think he just couldn't go to Golden State because Daniel KD. You did complain. He was on our team. We all complained when KD went over there and joined Steph. So if he would have went over there, we'd have complained. I'd still watched it
And
though.
what you said about LeBron loving the story, that would have been him and someone else's story.
Yeah, it's not a good comic book.
You know what I mean? Like, we're having this discussion, who's the team?
It's about to be the best comic book.
Yeah,
It's the best
it is.
comic book option we got available. Bron James just went to Philly after he been talked about to go to like a certain city vibe that's
Yes.
like a market, feel good, Showtime city. Now he goes to like
Now he goes to a
blue-collar.
place where everyone's going to have his beard, because Philly is the city of beards.
They're not gonna have his beard. I'm
They're
telling
going to be playing Dream. They're
Philly
going
got
to
their own beards.
be playing
You
Dreams and
gonna see,
Nightmares.
you about to be part of that New York household.
Listen,
Philly go disown him for that. Like, we don't want that beard. They got that long.
They got that
muscle
long-
beard.
yes.
Yeah.
But I'm
they got
saying,
the no
like,
bacon beard.
the energy
I
in
wanted to work.
Philly is going to be unbelievable.
I wanted to work. I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't know if it's gonna work right away.
Is it is
I can't
work
say it's
for
gonna
you?
work. I'm
is
just
work
saying-
for you championship or bust?
I'm glad you asked the question. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Not fit. Listen, they're gonna win 40, 50 games, but nah.
Championship or bust?
Yes.
Philadelphia did not just add LeBron James. They created a championship pressure cooker. LeBron, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown. 4 stars, 4 massive personalities, and 1 basketball. And the warning is already brutal. There may simply be too many people who need to run the show. LeBron is 41. He has won championships in Miami, Cleveland, and Los Angeles. Now, he has chosen Philadelphia, a franchise that has waited 43 years for another championship. And that number changes everything. Because this is not about winning 40 or 50 games. This is about a ring. LeBron reportedly took roughly $4 million after making around $50 million last season. That tells you exactly what this move is about. He is not chasing the biggest contract. He is chasing one final story. But if LeBron came here for one final championship run, Philadelphia has to answer the most dangerous question first. Whose team is this actually going to be? This is where the story gets complicated. Tyrese Maxey spent years becoming the face of Philadelphia's next era. He earned the respect of veteran stars around the league, and Joel Embiid has already publicly called Maxey the franchise. So imagine being Maxey. You worked to become the man. Then LeBron James walks through the door, and Jaylen Brown comes with him. Suddenly, the player who was supposed to inherit Philadelphia now has 3 established stars around him. Does Maxey back away? Absolutely not. He has to keep attacking. He has to keep creating. Because if he becomes passive, the entire identity of the team changes. And that is where the tension begins. And Maxey is not the only star who has something to lose, because Jaylen Brown brings an entirely different problem to this equation. Jaylen Brown is coming off the best season of his career, averaging roughly 28.7 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 5.1 assists. He is not coming to Philadelphia to stand in the corner. Brown wants the ball. He wants to attack. He wants to create. And that becomes a problem when LeBron also needs the ball, Maxey needs the ball, and Embiid needs touches. LeBron can make the right pass. He can turn one defensive rotation into an open 3. He can feed Embiid. He can unleash Maxey. But eventually, somebody has to sacrifice. Maybe Brown takes fewer shots. Maybe Maxey handles the ball less. Maybe Embiid gets fewer touches. Maybe LeBron becomes more of a facilitator. Because 4 stars can look incredible on a depth chart. But basketball is not played on paper. It is played possession by possession. And that brings us directly to the uncomfortable warning that could define this entire experiment. Too many egos. The word ego sounds harsh. These are elite competitors. They want to win. But winning requires sacrifice. And that sacrifice becomes much harder when everyone has a legitimate reason to believe they should have the ball. LeBron likes controlling the offense. Maxey has earned his role. Brown is at his best when he can attack. Embiid is one of the most dominant offensive players in basketball when the offense runs through him. So when the fourth quarter arrives and the game is tied, who gets the final possession? That is the question. Because Philadelphia can absolutely win 40 or 50 games. But nobody will care about that. Not after 43 years. Not with LeBron James. Not with Embiid, Brown, and Maxey. The standard is simple. Championship or bust. If this works, LeBron could turn Philadelphia into one of the greatest final chapters of his career. If it fails, every single decision will be questioned. Who sacrificed?
I think the expectations surrounding the Sixers are completely understandable because this roster was clearly built to compete for a championship. LeBron, Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and Maxey give Philadelphia an incredible combination of experience, size, scoring, and athleticism. Anything less than a serious playoff run should feel disappointing. The warning about potentially winning fewer than 50 games is interesting, though. A team can have enormous talent and still struggle during the regular season, especially when several stars have to learn how to play together. LeBron has experienced slow starts after joining new teams before, so Philadelphia shouldn't panic if everything doesn't look perfect immediately. For me, the biggest concern is Embiid's health rather than LeBron's age. LeBron has repeatedly shown that he can adapt his game and contribute without dominating every possession. But if Embiid isn't healthy and available consistently, the entire structure of this team becomes much less dangerous, regardless of how many other stars are on the roster. The chemistry between the four main stars will also be fascinating. Jaylen Brown is coming off an important period in his career. Maxey has established himself as a major player, and Embiid has already been the centerpiece of Philadelphia for years. Someone will inevitably have to sacrifice touches, shots, or statistics, and how they handle that could determine whether this experiment succeeds. I also think the criticism will be much harsher if the Sixers underperform, because nobody can realistically call this a rebuilding project. Philadelphia has too much talent and too much experience for that excuse. If they struggle, people will immediately question LeBron, Embiid, Brown, the coaching or the roster construction, and the pressure will grow with every loss.